Good morning. It is Thursday, and I am headed into school. It is her birthday. So I texted her a couple minutes ago and just said, happy birthday. And I think that's about all I'm gonna do. I slept last night. I didn't sleep the night before, so I kind of made up for that last night. I feel okay. Having nothing from her yesterday and to today, it's a different kind of pain now. It's a dull pain. It's just like a constant throbbing. It's not quite like having rocks in your stomach, but it's just present. Like, I'm not as sad. I'm just sad. It's just there. I feel defeated, I think. Like I have no hope right now. She is living elsewhere and has cut ties with me. I don't even get the pity Instagram likes or the I hope you're doing okay texts, which I feel it's probably indicative of her change. You know, she's managed to pull farther away and cut a few more ties that bind. And when you become aware of that, you know, when you process that, it, you know, that hurts again. It's each of those little connections that gets snipped, and there's hundreds of them, but each one you feel as she pulls farther away and definitely rejects this life. I didn't know I was feeling this bad until I started talking about it, but it's okay. I'm glad you're listening. Yeah, I'm gonna go to work now and try and do a day. I'm a little nervous because I have nothing planned after school, so from 2:30 until I sleep is open. And that always gets... I'm sure it will be fine. I will find things to do, but to just have this expanse when my workday ends is scary right now. I'll fill it during the day. I'll find people to call. I'll find things to do, but that's just what I'm thinking about right now. I'll see you later. Hi, good to see you. Yeah. I started this morning and wished her a happy birthday, because that's good. Then I came to school, and when I got here, she wrote back, thanks, with a blushy smiley face, which should have been fine. And for some reason, just getting communication from her kind of shot me in the heart, I just felt myself spiral, and I don't know, I recovered well enough, but it's funny how some days you're good and some days like today you're not. It just the littlest thing can sort of send you down. And then I had class, and the classes are good, the kids are good, I'm really into it. And I was texting with a friend a bunch. He reached out to me, and you know, I guess that's the danger when somebody reaches out now, is that I'm honest and talk about what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. So it was good. He was really kind and on it, and we talked about things, and he wasn't a pushover. He's a tough love booster shot, if you will, and I am so grateful. And in the midst of that, she texted me, and she sent me, it was just an animation of a llama rolling around on the ground. And I know what it is. It's from this show we watched called Joe Schmo, which we laughed our asses off at. It was so damn funny. And, you know, I look at times like that. It was last summer when we were really suffering with the leg break and just the sort of breakdown of everything. And we found this show that was amazingly funny, and it was such a good thing at the time. So she sends this animation today that was the llama from that show, which we loved, and I just don't know what to do with that anymore. Why is she doing that? You know, like on the one side it could be like, oh, this is something that made me think of you. And on the other side it could be just trying to keep me, you know, amiable, or just trying to keep me on the line enough so that when she wants to divorce me, I'll go along with it. And I don't really know. Like, I don't trust her anymore. I don't know who she is. And that's such a terrible feeling, because for years I have trusted her absolutely, like absolute trust. What she says goes. And now I don't know what she says means. And that's unnerving. You know, to be rock solid on someone and be like, I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what this is. But even so, what I love about her is how empathetic she is. And this is a move totally devoid of empathy. From my perspective, she is just thinking about herself. It's her birthday. Maybe she was thinking about her life or the past year, or, you know, who knows what it was. And then she came across that and just thought, I'll send that to Ken. She knows I'm destroyed. She knows I'm hurting. So what is it? Why is she doing that? You know, she hasn't gifted me with a conversation and a real explanation of things. Anytime I'm in need and have questions, invariably she has something she has to do at some point, or like she won't, you know, I don't get the time to work through it my way, which would be what I want. You know, to ask the same question a dozen times in different ways and get answers that make sense to me. I haven't gotten that. I get llama gifs. Or GIFs, I forget. I always look it up and get the right answer, and then my brain won't let me remember which the right one is. So that's it. The last thing she sent me is something to make me laugh. But why? I have no idea, because I don't know her anymore. I'm sad because it's her birthday. I love her birthday. I love surprising her. I love taking her out. Last year on this day, when she turned 30, I got her she wanted to pet a sloth. And it's really hard to find a sloth to pet, because they don't like to be handled by people. And what I learned was they get arrhythmic ataxia, which it stresses their heart and they die sooner. So that's why you don't see sloths all over the place that you can pet. But I found someone who works at a place that has sloths. Well, has one sloth, has a bunch of animals, but they have a sloth. And I begged him, like, please let us let us pet the sloth. And he was like, no, you can't pet the sloth. But then he was like, but you can feed it lettuce. And I was like, yes, win. So I surprised her on her 30th birthday by going to a place where we could hang out with a sloth and feed it, as well as a porcupine and a lemur and a whole bunch of animals. It was an amazingly special day. That was a good day. But she still chose him. I would do anything for her. And she still chose him. How's it going? I'm gonna go out tonight and do a few errands. It's been an interesting afternoon since I got home. I've had a series of phone dates lined up with surprising people, and they've gone well. It's interesting to tell this story to different people and sort of rehash things and not get better at telling it, but get practiced at telling it and knowing the details that are important to tell and what's not important to tell. That's not really interesting. I think what is interesting is she texted asking if I'd gotten her packages. And I said, what packages? And she said her Zappos package. And I had gotten her package. I had ordered something from Zappos also. And when the box arrived, I just opened it because I live alone. And when I found 2 pairs of women's flats, I thought, and her name was on the box. So I don't know at what point after you move out do you stop ordering things to the house? And why wouldn't she order things to her boyfriend's house? Why is she shipping stuff home? It's weird. So she asked me via text, can I just leave her packages down in the, down at the front desk? Like, if packages come in, can I just leave them at the front desk? And I responded, can you just have your packages shipped to your new home? And she hasn't responded. Cool. So that happened before my phone calls. And during the course of the phone calls and talking to people and laying it out, and it's so funny, the act of talking about things and not internalizing it, externalizing it, and explaining and processing with people has made me realize even more pronouncedly, interacting with her is just, it's not good for me. The hopeful person in me wants any contact I can get, of course. But the logical person can see, I feel bad every time I hear from her. She doesn't want me. She wants a best friend. She wants to send funny animations to that person, but she's not in love with me. When she gets down, she misses little relics of the past, but she doesn't miss me. She doesn't miss me in the present tense. She doesn't wonder about the me of now. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to just stop again, the way I did that Tuesday when I just stopped. And I guess I haven't told you that story yet, but I will. Yeah, there's a whole lot to tell you from before. But for now, I'm just going to stop. I'm not going to text. I'm not going to email. I'm not going to call or take her calls. Because it's not good for me. And I don't know if I should do it with ceremony. People are saying I should just tell her, hey, it's not good for me, leave me alone. Or if I should just stop. And I don't have a reason for choosing one over another. I just feel like I'm going to stop. I don't like when people, when people choose not to be on Facebook and they're like, all right, goodbye, Facebook. See you later. Or, I'm done with Snapchat. We know. It just feels like you're making a spectacle of your departure. So, yeah, my birthday gift to her is not calling his ex-girlfriend starting today. But I really, really want to. So that's about as giving as I'm going to be right now. I'm going to head out to find some big containers to start packing her things into. I had this realization when I was on the phone that where I live now is just, it's filled with the things she doesn't want. It's filled with me, the dog, all the clothes that weren't worth taking, and the remains of her toiletries and bits and pieces in the drawers, and half-finished bottles of conditioner in the shower, and stuff that really doesn't matter to her. Stuff that she doesn't have to deal with, and I think about that sometimes. When she gets her own place, when she moves out for good, which I'm assuming is a thing. I'm assuming at some point we're going to have a day where she moves out and takes some furniture or, glassware. I don't know. She leaves and takes things. I'm assuming that's a thing that's going to happen. That she'll take all her stuff, and then I wonder about things like, will she take the wedding album? We have two. So we have the expensive one, then we have the really nice one I made for her. Will she take that with her? She should. It's part of her life. But how much more convenient is it for her to just leave it at the house? She doesn't have to deal with it. Anything she doesn't want to deal with gets left behind. The Toyota, the husband, the dog that doesn't work into her schedule right now, but might in the future. The stuff, the headaches, the memories. All the memories are left behind. So she's taken select things and moved forward with those. And as one that was left behind, that sucks. It sucks to be left behind in any event. But as I look around the house and realize we're all misfits here. We're all the left behinds. It's a little bit of a bitter pill, I guess. So I'm gonna go get some boxes and maybe pack up some of her stuff so that I live there and not live amongst her remains. Okay, so it's evening. Right now, she's probably out to dinner somewhere. Very nice with him. Or maybe he's doing something sweet, like making her a homemade dinner or one of those intimate things that you do. I'm really jealous. I am. I'm not gonna lie. I want to be out to dinner with her. Best I can do, I'm going to eat something from the Whole Foods hot bar in the car before going to the mall to return pants. My life is great. Shopping alone at the mall at night makes you feel like kinda cool, knowing she's out with her guy, we're celebrating, and I'm looking for running shirts. Awesome. In case you're wondering, my Whole Foods dinner was great. A little bit of chicken, a little mac and cheese, some lentils. I'm just lonely tonight. I see couples and I want to be in a couple. And I see people looking at each other like they like each other. And I want somebody to look at me like they like me. And I see couples with energy. And I was in a couple with energy. And now I'm not. And I miss it so bad. I miss all of it. I miss feeling like it matters to somebody when I come and go, and that's such an intangible thing, but I can leave here now and go anywhere. And nobody will know and nobody will care. I don't need open-ended freedom. I didn't feel confined in the relationship I was in. It worked. It was good. She was excited to see me. Like, she always wanted me to be around. And I always wanted her to be around. So errands I would keep brief because I wanted to see her. And isn't that's the best thing? I can't wait to get home because somebody there wants to see me and will be happy when I'm there, and it will be good when we're together because we love each other. We love being together. How does that just stop? It's so bizarre to me how it can just stop. And if I'm going to be honest with you, I don't believe it. I don't believe it stopped. And people ask me, they asked me today, would you even take her back? I would try. I would try to fix it. My thought now is that things are so broken and so screwed up on her end, I would still try. Since I never got the chance, I would try. I couldn't be in any more pain than I am now, so trying for a bit, even if I failed, would at least let me know I tried. And people would probably shake their heads and look down on me and be like, idiot. But I would try. I would try for my relationship. I would try for my beliefs. I'm gonna leave them all. I'll see you later. Have a good night.